Welcome to my road of becoming good at putting. In this video series, I'm going to be experimenting on myself. How long will it take time and effort to make a really untalented player into a good putter in disc golf? If for some reason you haven't watched the previous episodes, go check them out before this episode. Otherwise, maybe it will make no sense. But if you have watched other episodes, so just in case, I'm still going to put on the screen the color coding I'm going to use, and I'm going to use it really simply. Gray, green and red. What they mean, you see it on the screen. So in order to understand that, what has been happening, I'm going to put on the screen the percentages what I have been getting so far, which I'm really not so great, so praise yourself. So from this is between 5 to 10 meters, and you can see from 5 meters 82%. It is not great, but it's not that bad. But we can see already a drop off from 6 meters, amazing drop off from 7 meters, and then it's kind of small steps until 10 meters where only 28%, which is really bad. But the most concerned I'm about 7 and 8 meters, because this is the range where you're doing the tournament. This is the range where you usually sit. And with the yearly game, which is the putting league we call it, the average so far has been only 368 points, which is really low. Pro level players, they usually get around 800. So that's the goal, to get my putting as good, so that I will start getting 700-800 points all the time. That would be amazing, right? Then my BJ rating will go up, everything will go up. Anyway, let's get active and dive into the days. Coming to day 79, as you can see, the added graphics and the distance labels. I had a small break beforehand, but nonetheless this period, all 3 days, I was in the green, and this is something I want to see. Green means good progress. More importantly, the yearly game, of course. Day 79, the game was quite average, as I was having problems from long distance as usual, and scored only 412 points. Nothing really standing out, as from every distance I was in the green and above my averages. Day 80 was a little different story, as really I was from 6 meters only 67%. Yes, I did not visit the distance so many times, but still weird, as from 7 meters I was 87%. I scored 465 points in that day. Day 81, I had my first red square on this episode, as I was only 35% from 8 meters. It was a weird game, because I started off really slow in the first part and was scoring really bad. But the second part was really scoring really good, and ended up with 424 points. Before the next 3 training days, I was busy and actually didn't practice for 4 days, and also was a bit sick during that time. It showed really at my 100 putts exercise, but I was green all the way. On day 82, I didn't play the yearly game, as I was still recovering from the illness and was just too weak. Day 83, I did play the game, and it was awful. Most of the time I was 7 meters, having made 45 putts from there. That means 9 rounds out of 20 rounds I was on that distance, and scored only 47%. 9 meters was worse, as I had 20 putts from that there and was only 15%. That resulted 331 points and a bad mood. Day 80 was, I was feeling already so much better, as I felt I had the strength, but accuracy is still lacking. Did not visit not even one time 5 meter mark, and ended my game with 441 points. Day 85 had some knee issues affecting me, but that doesn't explain my bad performance from 7 meters. 8 meters was so bad, but I would say the windy day had an effect on that result. 9 meters was nothing different, and an average result as well. The 85 yearly game was, as the entire day, really dodgy. I was feeling tired and fighting with frustration on missing the simple putts. I visited the 10 meter mark only once in the start, but was pretty good from 9 meters. 448 points, as this seems to be my new average now. The 86 was extremely windy and it showed in the result. I was not confident and swiveled so much with my wrist. It resulted in a bad 334 points. The 87 was a little better, but still felt like there is so much more I can get. But 442 points is above my average so far, and I can be satisfied with that. I think I have found a way how to engage my legs, but I'm so out of practice, so let's get active now. 21 days between days 87 and 88. Why? Samoy Swine and the 8th round I filmed and posted. Check those out from my profile if you haven't. There was some great golf played there. So coming to day 88. Like I already stated, I found something new to add to my putting movement. But 21 days with no putting practice and new movement added. Day 88 started from 7 meters, but the new form is the kind of difficult as it brand new. Still got 68% and that is okay. Day 89 from 8 meters 55% is already better, as my average before this episode was only 46%. Day 90 was a struggle, but still managed to get above my average somehow and ended with 46%. The yearly game is a different animal, as it will show exactly how the new technique is working. Day 88 I got 496 points and that is really good. The first half was good and looked like I was in my way above 500. Day 89 I got only 484 points and front half was kind of poor and got even 2 rounds with 0 points, but with second half I got some good feeling and finished really good. Like I already stated, day 90 was off day where I was hitting the basket but was having a speed out after a speed out, and that also shook the confidence quite a lot. On that day I played 2 games and the average score was only 416 points. Maybe you noticed the changes, but just in case, let's break it down. Here we see a side-by-side 7-meter putt examples of the old one and the new technique. And we're going to break it down to 4 simple parts. Number 1, the feet. Like you can see, there's not much change in the stance. Only the back leg is more in an angle, but you will see soon why. Number 2, start of the swing. Here's the biggest difference. On the left you see no action from the knees, but on the right there's so much action that you just have to put the legs into it. Number 3, the release. As you can see, the new release is a bit lower at the shoulders height, but it also so much more direct at the basket. Number 4, follow through. The follow through looks basically the same, but in the new one it is more upwards, even though the release is more direct. To finish this episode, let's bring up the percentages of this episode. Like you can see, everything is not really great, let's be honest, but it's still work in progress, let's say. I'm trying to say still 90 days, there's some progress, but the progress is like you have to zoom in really well to see the progress. But the most importantly, every single thing what I'm trying to do is green, so everything is moving up, so everything is moving in the correct direction. But let's see. Yeah, sorry, I have to check out. Let's see. Yeah, 426 points for the yearly game. It's so far off from where I want to be. It's not that bad, it's not that great. It is something, but it's not really where I want to be. And as we can see from the averages after this episode, I have to put it on my. I added a little bit like a new graphic to it, like a little bit how much the overall average went up. Maybe leave a comment what you think. Maybe I should add the same kind of graphics to the previous for the episode average, like how much different the average from this 15 days period or this 2 weeks period it was compared to the last 2 weeks or the previous time altogether. That would be interesting to find out. Anyway, I'm blabbering. Yeah, the average jumped up from the yearly game 378, just 10 points. It's quite bad, but I'm really hoping that the new technique will work. What do you think? Leave a comment what you think about the new technique. I know it looks weird, but actually feels really comfortable. It feels normal to me, and I get so much power into the putt, and I think this is what I have to do. Anyway, leave a comment, and hopefully we'll see some more progress in the coming episodes, and stay tuned. Have a beautiful day. Bye bye.